How's the Josh?
High, sir!
How's the Josh?
High, sir!
I said, how's the Josh?
High, sir!
Firstly, you should know this process of SSB is highly scientific, which selects a right man for the right job with the help of modern techniques. USA had this system of selection during First World War. We adopted this system in 1940s when the Second World War was going on. So, first day is a test for screening. Of course, your documents will be checked. Whatever the document, the list of document which has been given, photographs, certificates, original, photocopy, that is a separate issue which I am not going to discuss. But there are two tests, OIR tests. Officer Intelligence Rating. One test is verbal and one is non-verbal. If you combine both, almost there are 37, 38 topics combining both. But one thing is clear, the number of questions are not fixed. But whatever may be the number of questions, it is, you will get half of those minutes. Let us say if there are 60 questions, you divide by 2, you will get 30 questions. If there are 45 questions, you may get 22 or 23 minutes for that. It is a time pressure test, let me tell you. Given a full day or given 3 hours, I think everybody can score 100%. And gentlemen, it is, both the tests are multiple choice questions, MCQs. Quite easy. And let me tell you, there is no negative marking also in this. So all those who really believe in going for Tukka, sometimes they also end up scoring well. But it is a time pressure test. So you are working against time. Be fast. Maintain your speed. Carry out time practice before going to SSB. Real time practice is very important. Clarify all kind of doubts. It should not happen that any particular topic you have left and there are more number of questions out of that topic. So the first part is in OIR is verbal and another is non-verbal. And then there is a test for PPDT, Picture Perception and Description Test. In this particular test, you are shown a picture. Generally, it is a very hazy picture. And that is the reason, even if there are 18 students or 16 students or 14 students in a group, no two story matches here. That is the unique thing of PPDT. Because everybody is seeing from his own angle and everybody is seeing something different. Like I will tell you, when a person is carrying something or some stick kind of thing in his hand, which is not very clearly visible, somebody says it is a lathi. Other person says no, he is a hockey player and he is carrying a hockey stick. Somebody says no, he is a soldier, he is carrying his rifle in his hand. And similarly, so many other assumptions are there. So, and in PPDT, you are supposed to write the technical details, basically number of characters in the screen, male or female, their age group, their gender, and the mood of the characters in the picture. And then you write a story. One must observe the picture very clearly. You should not take that 30 seconds which are given to you for observing a picture. Don't think that you will start writing. Kindly, had it not been required, time would have given just 10 seconds or 20 seconds. 30 seconds are given. Kindly observe the picture. You will be surprised that what initially you are perceiving and after 30 seconds you are perceiving is totally different. It is very important to observe the picture. And then write down your story. Based on your story, then you will be getting 1 minute time for narration. Be clear, you have written your story, you should be able to explain your theme and actions of your character and their achievement within 1 minute. If you are not able to speak out clearly, confidently, it is your fault. Degree of difficulty is same for everyone. You have been given with time. Others are also getting the same time. When they can explain in confidence and very clarity of thought is there, then why not you? Nobody stops you here. Anything, any mistake which you commit, it is totally solely your responsibility. Then comes a discussion on the same PPDT. Yeah, sometime and even most of the time, this particular group discussion of screening test becomes a fish market, because everybody is very career conscious and nobody wants to miss a chance, and out of over exuberance people do not listen to each other. But let me tell you, GTO is listening to you. Whatever you are saying, he is listening. Whether other may listen, may not listen, but convey your story. You should not be among those candidates who are fighting among each other, or who are siding one of the party who is fighting. Be impartial. You may calm down the people who are fighting, trying to create a chaos. And you should be a leader who is trying to calm down and organizing the group. Here comes your leadership quality also. It is very simple. I have seen some of the candidates telling, sir, it had become fish market, I could not speak. But then I asked them, who stopped you during narration? That was your one, exclusively your time. You should have narrated your story very well. And even during discussion, let me tell you, GTO is listening to you, whatever kind of fish market it is. GTOs are very capable of listening to all these candidates, who is talking sense and who is not talking. There are occasions where people resort to even unparliamentary language, abusing language which is called. Kindly restrain yourself from that. This was the day 1. If you have liked this video, kindly share and subscribe. And in case you have got any queries, kindly post them in the comment box.